What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of First Reformed. Let's rock this. Ethan Hawke gives an unsettling performance in this latest film by writer-director Paul Schrader, who penned what remains to be one of my all-time favorite Martin Scorsese movies, Taxi Driver. What a classic. There are parts about First Reformed that to me just don't land well. Some of the creative decisions are too fantastical and are a distraction that takes you away from what is supposed to show you the gravity of the situation at hand. But for the most part, it is still a thought-provoking film that dares to challenge whatever it is in this life that you hold to be true. Multiple Oscar nominee Ethan Hawke plays Reverend Ernest Toller, who lives a solitary life pastoring a small church in upstate New York that's on the eve of celebrating its 250th anniversary. Before this job, he was a chaplain stricken with grief over the death of his son. A pregnant parishioner named Mary, played by Amanda Seyfried, requests Reverend Toller to come counsel her radical environmentalist husband, a situation that pretty much sets the whole plot into motion. There are many similarities between Paul Schrader's Taxi Driver and Paul Schrader's First Reformed. Whereas Taxi Driver dealt with the epidemic crime plaguing New York City at that time in the 70s, the issue tackled in First Reformed speaks more to our time, with the whole climate change and big oil's influence. But both movies feature lead characters that take it upon themselves to go do what they believe is a crusader's work to rescue their home. So in that case, Ethan Hawke's character is not far different from Robert De Niro's Travis Bickle, in that both men encounter a revelation which leads them down an extreme path. But the similarities are obvious and they are undeniable. And I'm not sure if that is some sort of a subconscious decision on his part either. For all intents and purposes, First Reformed is a psychological thriller. You take a journey through the mind of this person struggling with his demons. You will see how this character, played by Ethan Hawke, evolve from calm, mild-mannered to someone who just can no longer turn his face away from what's happening around him. And that evolution is done in a pretty precise and calculated way by Schrader. Although, as I said earlier, some of the scenes are too much in the Charlie Kaufman-esque imaginative territory, at least too much for this type of story. Usually, I don't mind such a creative move. It can get interesting, but in this case, it's a little distracting. But still, the cinematography is exquisite, and although the tone is dark, Ethan Hawke's bold performance will have your eyes glued to the screen. I personally hope that people don't come out of watching this movie thinking that if you give an effort to care for or try to save the environment and fight climate change, that somehow you are viewed as a radical whack job. I personally hope that people don't come out of watching this movie thinking that if you give an effort to care for and try to save the environment and fight climate change, that somehow you are viewed as a radical whack job. But unfortunately, that seems to be the route that First Reformed takes. So that's it. That's my review of First Reformed. Share your thoughts in the comment section below and share this video with all your friends on the YouTubeverse and subscribe to my channel. And make sure you ring the notification bell so you can get notified anytime I post new videos. By the way, this review is made possible thanks to your support on Patreon, so go to patreon.com/ramascreen. Sign up there today and become my patrons. Let's rock this.